I don't hear the knock at first. I hear breathing. Slow and careful, like someone trying not to be noticed. It's coming from the hallway, just beyond the open door. Close enough that I can tell it's facing me. Close enough that I know it's listening. I stay on the floor. I don't look up. Learn that looking is how things change. The clock clicks to 2:17. The breathing stops. For a moment, I think that's it, that the night has finally decided to let me go. I let my shoulders relax just a little, and that's when the breathing starts, again this time from inside the apartment. Behind me, right where I'm sitting. I feel it before I hear it, the faint rush of air against my neck, warm and familiar. The smell is the same as the hallway. Rain that never fell. Old wood. Something that's been waiting too long. I don't turn around. A shadow stretches across the wall in front of me, long and thin, reaching past where my own shadow should be. It moves even though I don't. I can feel it leaning closer, studying the shape of me, like it's deciding how much to copy. The streetlight flickers outside. Once, twice, the shadow pulls back. Footsteps move across the room, slow and careful, stopping just short of the window. I hear the soft click of glass being touched from the inside, fingertips testing the pane the same way they tested the door. Then, in the reflection of the dark window, I see myself standing there. Only I'm smiling. The streetlight shuts off. When it comes back on, I'm alone in the apartment. The door is closed. The hallway is gone. The clock reads to 16. My reflection moves when I do. But when I raise my hand to touch the glass, there's a second hand already there, waiting for the light to turn back on. I stop trusting reflections after that. Mirrors, windows, dark screens, anything that can show me myself feels like a mistake now. I keep the lights off and my eyes low, moving through the apartment by memory instead of sight. It doesn't help. The streetlight turns on anyway. I feel it more than I see it. A dull pressure behind my eyes that tells me it is 2:17 even before the clock confirms it. Tonight, the room feels smaller, like the walls have shifted inward while I wasn't paying attention. I hear movement in the kitchen, drawers sliding open. Slow, careful. Whoever it is knows where things are, knows which sounds belong and which ones don't. I stay still, counting my breaths, trying to convince myself it's just the building settling. The refrigerator door opens. Light spills across the floor, cutting through the darkness and stopping inches from where I'm standing. I don't remember opening it. I don't remember walking into the kitchen either. My hands are resting on the counter like they've been there for a while. The humming from the fridge matches the streetlight outside. Same rhythm, same pitch. I catch my reflection in the metal surface of the door. It's facing the wrong direction. Its eyes are on the hallway, not on me. When it smiles, my face stays still. Footsteps sound behind me. Not one set. Two. The light from the refrigerator flickers, and for a split second, I see the apartment the way it's supposed to be. Empty, quiet, normal. Then the door swings shut on its own, plunging the room back into darkness. Something brushes past my shoulder on the way out. The streetlight shuts off. When it turns back on, I'm standing at the window again, staring down at the empty street. The pavement is wet. The clock reads to 16. My reflection lines up perfectly. Outside, beneath the streetlight, someone else is standing where I usually am, and they're watching my window.
I don't move away from the window. I don't think I can. The figure under the streetlight is standing exactly where I stood the first night. I remember noticing it, feet planted, shoulders slightly hunched like it's bracing against something I can't feel from here. The clock behind me ticks forward to 16. I don't turn around to watch it change. Outside, the figure raises its head slowly, carefully, as if sudden movements might break something. I realize with a cold certainty that it isn't looking at my window. It's looking past it, straight at me. Not the reflection, not the glass dot me. I lift my hand without thinking. It lifts its hand too. The timing is wrong. To perfect. No delay, no hesitation. Like it already knew what I was going to do. The streetlight hum deepens, vibrating through the floor, through my chest, until it feels like my heartbeat is coming from somewhere outside my body. I step back. The figure doesn't, instead. It takes a step forward, moving closer to the building, and I realize something that makes my stomach drop. Its shadow doesn't stretch behind it, it stretches toward me, climbing the side of the building like a stain spreading through concrete. The clock clicks to 17. The streetlight flickers, and the figure is suddenly closer than it should be, standing just below my window now. I can see details I couldn't before. The shape of its face, the way its mouth is set, like it's trying to remember how mine works. It opens its mouth. I hear my own voice from outside, whispering a word I don't remember teaching it. Switch, the streetlight shuts off. When it comes back on, I'm standing on the street beneath the light, staring up at my apartment window. The pavement is wet. My reflection stares back at me from the dark glass. Inside the apartment, someone lifts their hand, and this time, I don't. The clock behind the glass reads to 16. I feel the light warming my skin. I think this is where I'm supposed to wait.
The streetlight feels warmer than it ever has before, like it's been waiting for me specifically. I stand beneath it, looking up at the apartment window that used to feel like shelter. From here, it looks smaller, thinner, like it doesn't have room for two people anymore. Inside, the figure moves the way I used to. Slow, careful, avoiding reflections. I recognize the hesitation in its steps, the way it pauses before crossing open spaces. Watching it feels like remembering something I never chose to forget. The clock in the window changes. 2:16 becomes 2:17. Nothing happens. For a moment, I think the rules are broken, that whatever loop I was trapped in has finally let go. I take a step away from the light, testing it. The warmth disappears instantly. The streetlight hum sharpens, and the air presses down on my shoulders, forcing me back into place. I understand then that this isn't where things end, it's where they're held. The figure inside the apartment stops moving. It turns toward the window and looks directly at me. There's no confusion on its face. No fear, just recognition. Like it's finally found what it was missing. It raises its hand and presses it to the glass. I raise mine to match it. The glass between us feels thinner than it should, vibrating softly, like it's breathing. I feel a pull in my chest, a gentle pressure urging me forward, closer to the building, closer to the place I'm no longer in. The streetlight flickers. I feel something behind me. I don't turn around, but I can see it in the reflection on the glass. Another figure is standing just outside the circle of light, waiting patiently for its turn. Its shadow stretches toward my feet, overlapping mine until I can't tell where one ends and the other begins. The clock inside clicks back to 2:16. The figure at the window smiles. I step back into the light, and I wait. I realize something standing under the streetlight that I hadn't allowed myself to think before. This body feels heavier than it used to, broader. The way my jacket hangs off my shoulders feels unfamiliar, like it belongs to someone who's worn it longer than I remember. When I shift my weight, my boots scrape the pavement in a way that sounds practiced, like I've stood here a lot. Inside the apartment, the man at the window moves away from the glass. I almost flinch when I see him from this angle, because he looks younger than I feel. His hair is messier, its posture tighter. Like he's still bracing for something I already know is coming. The streetlight hums, low and steady, vibrating through my chest. It's not uncomfortable, it's grounding, like being told where to stand. I glance down at my hands. They're steady. Bigger than I remember. It's a faint scar across my knuckle that I don't recall earning, but it feels earned anyway. When I clench my fist, the light brightens slightly, responding like it's paying attention. The clock in the window changes again, to 16. I feel it before I see it. A presence just outside the light, close enough to pull heat from my skin. I don't turn my head. I don't need to. I know it's another man waiting there, the same way I'm waiting now. Same stance, same stillness, same quiet understanding. Inside the apartment, the younger version of me steps back from the window. I recognize the decision in his eyes. He's about to stop fighting it. It's about to let the night carry him forward. Good. The streetlight flickers once, like a signal. I step slightly to the side, making room. The shadow beside me stretches, then settles, filling the space I just left. I feel lighter when it does, like I've handed something off. A role, a responsibility. Behind the glass, the clock clicks to 2:17. The younger me turns toward the door. I straighten my shoulders beneath the light and face the street, ready to wait again. Because this is what men do here. We watch, we wait. And when the light turns on, we take our place.
Waiting changes you. I didn't notice it at first, but time feels different under the streetlight. Not slower, thinner, like moments pass whether I'm in them or not. I stand the way my father used to stand when he didn't want to sit down. Weight balanced, hands loose at my sides, pretending this is temporary. The light stays on longer tonight. Inside the apartment, the younger me hesitates at the door. I know that hesitation well. It's the part where you still believe there's a right choice. He rubs the back of his neck the way I do when I'm thinking too hard, then stops, like he's worried someone's watching him learn. I almost tell him not to rush. Almost. The warmth from the streetlight fades just enough to remind me it's conditional. I shift my feet back into place, and it returns, steady and approving. The message is clear. Stand here, be seen. Don't move unless told. Something stirs beyond the edge of the light. Not stepping in, just pacing. I hear boots on pavement that doesn't echo the way mine does, heavier somehow, like the sound is older than the street itself. Whoever it is knows the rules. He's waited before. The younger me opens the door. The hallway swallows him immediately, darkness folding around his shoulders as if it's been shaped to fit him. I feel a pressure in my chest, then, not pain, but recognition. That's the moment I remember best. The moment you stop being watched and start being measured. The streetlight flickers. For a split second, I see myself reflected in the apartment window, not as I am now, but as I will be. Straighter, quieter, less interested in escape. A man who knows where he belongs when the night decides it's time. The clock inside resets. 2:16. The boots behind me stop pacing. Someone steps closer to the light, close enough that his shadow touches mine. We don't look at each other. We don't need to. This is how the line moves forward. One man waiting. One man leaving. One man learning where to stand. The clock clicks 2:17. The streetlight hums brighter. And somewhere behind me, a door closes.